Alright, so, today I had to write all these notes, and I'll just be reading off a piece of paper for a lot of it, so I'm so sorry if it sounds like a robot. So, okay. So, it started off, okay, last night, or not before last, I'd actually just drawn these 4 cards, and it wasn't very descriptive, so here is some runes, and then the runes, and that is further clarified by the Night Tarot deck. And this is just a generic kitty cat deck, but I actually didn't like the deck until I started reading the little booklet that came with it. And it actually had a cool like PDF you could download and just scroll through the reading material. And it actually didn't mean what I thought it would mean. But, so with this cat tarot, it's the lunatic awakens and freedom within madness. Moon and King of Cups, followed by Strength and the Fool. The Moon in this deck, intuition and dreams, night being when one is the clearest and can push through their like fears and see past their ego. I'm just a nighttime person. And also, I was kind of like worried because I'm a very nocturnal person, and I just, I don't know. I felt like I wasn't normal. And, well, I'm not normal. So they just said too bad. But I digress. Moon, this is about intuition, dreams, and a lot of self analysis going on. King of Cups, this is a quiet, authoritative dignity. Um, it's a charismatic person, very self-aware. Anyway, allow space to explore the watery depths of your mind. So this Strength card and Fool card. Strength, an inexhaustible store of stamina, being up for whatever comes your way. And sorry if this is fuzzy. The Fool card, allowing curiosity to be your guide, trust and optimism in the venture that awaits. So I thought it was going to say something about King of Cups. Now this is a Scorpio card. Oh, well, no, I guess I was right. The Moon, self-analysis of the King of Cups. Scorpio is, I guess, investigating herself. I thought this was talking about a Leo and starting over somewhere, but no. This is, alright, this section. Night being the best time to work on the self. Dreams and recharging or just running madly around the room, knocking things over. Scorpio, a charismatic, warm person who has, let me move that closer, who has, and I'm sorry, why do my hands jiggle when I do this? Alright. Someone who has mastered self-discipline with sensitivity and wisdom. And this is about allowing the king within to operate as needed to follow the inner journey into the watery depths of the human psyche. And talking about being strong enough to trust in what lies ahead in the future. And a channeled message for myself, and if you identify with it, that's great. It's just, you are guaranteed healing and a discovery of a wonderful gift that will open the doors to the life you have been searching for. It was within you the entire time. You just needed the time and space to fall apart as you can rebuild and manifest your true destiny. Don't be shy, you are safe. So, I was like, okay, that's a lot. Fell asleep, went to bed, and decided I wanted to know more about that later. God, this is dark. I have every light on in this room, too. I have 4 lamps, like, and it's still dark, and one behind me, still dark as hell. Anyway, so these runes, and this is some kind of ancestral goblin or something that came with these runes, and he's kind of a shithead, but it's okay. All right, these three came out, and generally I stop pulling whenever like the blank card comes up. Why am I explaining that? So the first row, Fehu, Barkana, and Degaz. Second group right here. God, it's dark. I'm so sorry. Anyway, Othala in reverse and Wunjo in reverse. And the third part, and it's because I have it in paragraphs, so just humor me. Ewaz. I knew how to say this all before the camera started going too. Ewaz and Radu. I just butchered those, sorry. Alright. This is the rune of wealth, the rune of fertility, and this literally means day. But they mean it in the sense of breakthrough and awakening. Rune of wealth. This is a deserved abundance, creation / destruction, the becoming. It's a sign of hope and plenty. Being yourself leads to growth and progress. Barkana. Now this has been coming up week after week, and this is about a seed that has been planted and it's starting to sprout and continuing to nourish and encourage the new growth. Nourishment and birth. Liberation and growth. I already said that. Okay. Then Degaz. This is a breakthrough and awakening. Overcoming major obstacles or a radical shift within yourself or your thinking. Tune in to your higher calling now. So, the second chunk here. And I was like, oh no, they're in reverse. This is joy and this is ancestral. And this is joy, but they were in reverse. But I read the booklet, meaning lack of customary order and a pessimistic outlook. And they've been on me about my outlook. So, this lack of customary order. Sometimes one makes more progress by moving slower. Rushing right now will cause delays. Sorry, this is dark. This Wunjo in reverse. A pessimistic outlook. Real change starts with a change in how you see your life and possibilities during a difficult period. So, and the last two were Awaz and Rado. This is a wagon rune and this is a horse rune. Oh, so look, the wagon now has a horse, so I can go somewhere. Finally. Alright, the horse rune. Movement and change for better. Gradual and steady progress. Confirmation beyond doubts. It also mentions something about an ideal partner, but I don't really... They don't seem to be talking a lot about romance or love in this reading, because basically it's, you know, about me. Because I'm all about me right now. So, this first row, A, continue nourishment of the becoming. The awakening within yourself and relationships forming currently. Your authenticity is helping others find the courage to be authentic. You are doing more than you think. I'm all like, can I have to scoot this over on my little desk here? Alright. I'm sorry if it's jittery. B, this section right here. The Othala and Wunjo in reverse. Do not feel like a failure because of your current situation and do not rush it. It is like this for a reason. And there is nothing wrong with allowing ample time for recovering. You've been in denial about how shitty shit has been for a long time. Well, he didn't say that. I added that. I'll stop adding things. See, the last two over here. The horse and the wagon. That is so funny. I hadn't even put that together. Anyway, I know that you cannot feel it right now, but there is movement and progress being made. It is like the parable of the virgins and the oil. Preparation to meet the bridegroom. I don't know. Morna, don't add anything. Okay. Your self-care will pay off. I promise. Keep on keeping on. So, overall, it's kind of like a destruction. What happened on purpose. So, anyway. So, and I know, but like word for word, like this is just something that apparently it's called channeling. And, anyway. That's why it reads out all corny. It's like that Oprah magazine. I'll shut up about that. Okay. This is a night tarot deck. And I know it's kind of messy, but whatever. Deal with it. Row A. The Queen of Wands. Death and the Lovers. And this was interesting. They wanted me to read the booklet. And it's like the tiniest writing in this booklet. So irritating. But in this deck, they list the like the element or the sign, and then what planet it goes with, that kind of thing. And the major arcana, they ask kind of like probing questions, and they get answered at the bottom. So, Queen of Wands. This is a water and a fire sign. Confidence to conquer over envy with advice gained through experience, or confidence gained through experience. This is the Gemini card, the Scorpio card, and the water and fire card. And, you know, because everything is about me right now, this is obviously talking about me, duh. But Gemini, this is a card, sign of Gemini. They like to talk and communicate. And they're also, they make for very good teachers. And it's about, I think it's about becoming some kind of, I guess, teaching something. Anyway, Scorpio. And this, it says, what must I cut out of my life? And the Lovers. What choice must I make? And in what area? It gets answered later. But, yeah. So, my ascending and moon sign is actually the Scorpio, and then I'm a Leo moon, which is a water and a fire sign. I thought that was interesting. Let me just kick that motherfucker over. Alright. So we can spread out here. Alright, move over, runes. Shove over. Sorry, and don't notice how fat my hands are. Or stubby. Because I want the little thingies to show. Alright. And area B is going to be 4 cups. Alright, 4 cups and the High Priestess and the 6 of Wands. And they like fall out in this order, and I just keep them like that because it kind of, the way I see it, it's kind of like paragraphs or Grammar, spelling, punctuation. Metatron likes that shit. Alright. Four of Cups. This is planetary moon / Cancer. A moon is all about the psyche and intuition, all that hokey shit. And then Cancer. Now, I'm going to tell you, like, Cancers are fucking crazy. They're crazy. They're like emotional. They're crazy. Anyway, in this deck, this is stability and equilibrium maintained despite fatigue and weariness during a stagnation. This is finding harmony within despite getting tired of how shit is going. And I literally, in my head, think to myself all the time, I'm so tired of existing. But yet, I'm breathing. And the way that the booklet explained it, I had to, like, not reword it. Anyway, Metatron was specific. So, High Priestess, which is represented by the moon, and Six of Wands, which is Jupiter and Leo. And Jupiter, I get Jupiter and Saturn confused because one of them is like Santa Claus or Krampus, like someone who doles out the karmic accounting. Or, no, I think Saturn's the one that does the, I just lost my train of thought. Shut up, Morna. I will. So, maintaining your sense of balance, your inner harmony. I just lost my spot. Anyway, okay. High Priestess, what am I holding back and what am I accumulating while I'm holding? What am I accumulating by holding back on something or withholding some kind of something? And then the Six of Wands, joy from a victory over oppression after a long wait and being reopened or opened, unblocking something. The joy felt from liberation. Alright, this little B chunk over here. Four Swords. Now 4 is a major number that comes up a lot, which is stability, I guess. Where am I getting 4 Swords? Where am I? Oh no, I'm looking over here. No, we're going to King of whatever. King of Swords. This is an air/air element, and Page of Cups, which is an earth/water element. King of Swords, air. Now this is all about clear thinking and staying on task and not allowing your emotions to either issue pity or staying resolute in what you're trying to do. Anyway. Yeah. Achieving dominion over security and justice through a detached coldness. Page of Cups, a beginning of a curious new emotional experience. And then it's kind of, they all bleed into each other. Yeah. This is also a student, and this seems to be someone that is learning from how to be more assertive and detached. Anyway. So, chunk B.5. 4 of Swords, Jupiter/Libra, 4 of Coins in reverse, This is Sun slash Capricorn. And world, Saturn. Damn, why do I get those confused? But those two planets, Jupiter and Saturn, is like Greek or Roman mythology. Those two gods do a karmic accounting. I think Jupiter gives gifts to the deserving, and Saturn is someone that turns things. I don't know why I'm blanking on that. Anyway. Four of Swords. This is a slow beginning towards peace and stability. Using solitude prudently. Four of Coins in reverse. An obstacle of stagnation is being relieved through generosity being offered, which is the Saturn guy. Saturn, what results do I wish to achieve by following this path? So, oh, you know what? It goes in detail. Just keep reading, Marta. Alright. And then chunk C. And these all came out at the same time. Magician, which is the planet Mercury, which is also the messenger, the god of messages. King of Cups up here, which is an air slash water element. Receiving the calming comfort of a friend amidst corruption and betrayal. So, anyway. King of Wands, a fire slash fire element. Using wisdom to fulfill ambitions and dominion over the self or your environment, and doing it in an honest means. No, they talk about that later. Ten of Cups, this is Mars slash Pisces, which I thought was funny because, okay, Mars, that's like a god of war, and Pisces are spacey dreamers, right? So I just thought that was like a weird kind of oxymoron there. Ten of Cups. A peaceful, harmonious home. Free and removed from a world of wrath. Like having a safe place to fall. The Chariot card. Cancer. There's that crazy pitch again. Chariot. Where am I going and how am I getting there? Eight of Wands. Mercury slash Sagittarius. Now Mercury, that's the messenger god. And then Sagittarius, that's the sign of the adventurer on a search for knowledge or truth, or, you know, the guy with the arrow. Anyway. The Magician, where should I direct my energies? And receiving calming support. And becoming assertive. A peaceful home. Chariot, where am I going? And Eight of Wands. Okay. Now, Eight of Wands. This deck is really interesting because they talk a lot about actualization and integration and merging your spirituality into daily life. Anyway, very esoteric. Transformation from uncertainty and regrets to one of hope through spiritualization, receiving ascension, and receiving the higher self being actualized. This is your higher self is now always on. So, chunk A up here. Scorpio making confident choices to overcome envious adversaries through quiet observation of ongoing toxicity or patterns that surround her, and choosing to remain in the higher self to remove carefully to carefully remove the obstacles, because it's not always easy to identify what the problem is. So you guys have to sit there and, like, I guess whenever a car is breaking down, what's actually, like, you think it's your brake pads, but it turns out to be your axle, which is $300 more. Anyway, all right. So she is picking and choosing what needs to stay and what needs to go. Okay, that ties in. Chunk B, and there's chunk B, and that is the King of Swords, and this Page of Cups, which bleeds into that. This is someone, and it's like sometimes you have to just break it off with people, or yeah, you're gonna hurt some feelings, but being like nice and being polite and avoiding hurting people's feelings. Like, for instance, if somebody has toilet paper stuck on their shoe, or like, let's say a lady went to the bathroom and then she tucked her dress into her pantyhose on accident. I hope to God that I have a friend that is good enough to let me know that my dress is tucked into my pantyhose, or that I have toilet paper on my shoe. Because I have known somebody who actually saw something embarrassing and did not even tell me. And I was like, wow. And I watched him for 2 weeks awkwardly not say anything. And it's like, I know, he knows, we know. What do you think? And at that point I was like, you know what? This is not an honest person. That's how I learned what his live face was. So, this B over here, and then we're going to move over here. Using a detached but effective approach towards changing her current path. Understanding that true change happens from within. But as always, outside forces and ones benefiting from the previous path will fight change fiercely. Keeping the higher vision and the goal clear in your mind always will help you to stay focused. Expect resistance and constant challenges when a river changes its path. So, people don't like it whenever other people change, even if it's for the better. And it'll kind of hurt your feelings too. But then they'll tell you their feelings are hurt. I don't know. And then C, manifestation of a peaceful and harmonious life and home achieved with integrity, ambition, and dominion of one's personal world and self can be accomplished through honest kindness and generosity. Integration of the higher self into daily life creates the stability and abundance and a supportive community, which will begin a new cycle of abundance worldwide. So it's the idea that my success helps others become successful. And you don't have to do that by stepping on people. There's no need to be selfish. You can get yours without taking from other people. But you're going to have to be cold and detached and just remember why you're doing something. I look, three kings right in a row, which is the power of thought, the power of the heart, and the power of passion, and integrating all those to help you overcome difficult times and actualize the higher self. Because spirituality should not be separate from, you know, how, like, me personally, whenever I find out people are spiritual, I'm like, oh, you spiritual. And they're like, yeah, but I don't want to talk about it. Well, there shouldn't be there shouldn't be, like, your secret spiritual deep self and then the superficial asshole. You should always be the higher self. And that doesn't mean being a doormat. So, yeah. Let's see, Major Arcana, Lovers, High Priestess, World, Magician, and Chariot, which is basically making a choice to begin a new life. And this is one who knows the secrets and secret knowledge. She who knows. And it will open doors. And will help other people open doors. Which kind of, it's like it's a chain reaction. So overall, it's talking a lot about, well, I don't know. It's kind of personal. But yeah, so also that Leo card keeps showing up, the Strength card. I thought it was talking about somebody, but I think that it's also Archangel Ariel. She is the lioness for God. So basically, you know, oh, she also makes sure you got what you need. You need some shoes, you need some food, I got that. So yeah, I guess that's it for today.